Hello everyone, my name is Chandraprakash Joshi and in this video I am discussing about this October 2020 Monetary Policy Review. If you are preparing for any competitive exam, you can't skip monetary policy nowadays. And if your aim is RBI Grade B, then you have to listen to every word in this video. You have to understand it very well and watch till end. Starting with policy rate. So policy rate are unchanged. You must have heard it by MPC will wait till the inflationary pressure eases out. So why there is an inflationary pressure and what is called inflationary pressure by RBI? Today the inflation is because of the supply side constraint. That is what RBI is saying, and you must be knowing about the retail inflation data. I will come to that in this video. Then accommodative stance will be continued. Need to understand it very well. मतलब क्या है accommodative stance का? In my last video I have explained again. In summary, I am saying you accommodative means RBI is going to accommodate more policy cut if that is required. So that is a signal for future. It is a unanimous decision. कोई conflict नहीं था, कोई voting की जरूरत नहीं थी. Policy rate remain unchanged and accommodative stance on both of the thing. The decision was unanimous, and this accommodative stance to be continued during the current financial year and into the next financial year also. So remember these important step, and exam के लिए आपको ये numbers भी याद होने चाहिए. Repo rate is 4%. No change in these three, but understand, remember these for exam. Reverse repo is 65 bps below 0.65% कम है रेपो रेट से, हमेशा ही कम होता है रिवर्स रेपो. और मार्जिनल स्टैंडिंग फैसिलिटी इज 25 bps more than your repo rate. Of course ये ज्यादा होता है, but this policy corridor, the gap between reverse repo and MSF is 90 bps. It has changed from 50 bps earlier. इस बार की monetary policy में change नहीं हुआ है. This change has not happened this time monetary policy, but it was done earlier. But in many of the books you may find that the policy corridor is very old book. They will write 100 bps. Then it was made 50 bps by RBI. Now it is 90 bps. That's why just going to the old book. Even no book can update it so fast will not help. You have to keep updated yourself, and these numbers are asked in the exam. If you are reading newspaper, you must be knowing that this time the Monetary Policy Committee meeting got delayed. A meeting September end में होनी थी, but 3 external committee appointment was delayed by the government of India. Also, paper were writing that the same member cannot get a second term. Finally, government appointed these 3 external members here, and monetary policy meeting happened. So the 3 new external members are Professor Ashima Goyal, Professor Jayanth Varma, and Dr. Shashanka Bhide, who have replaced the 3 external members, Dr. Ghate, Dr.Pami Dua, and Dr. Dholakia. Earlier, उनका tenure पूरा हो गया था on August 6. You can see in Monetary Policy Committee there are 6 members. You have to remember that 3 are external member and 3 are internal member. So these 3 are here RBI people. Dr. Janak Raj also took an early retirement. Head of Monetary Policy Department, Mirdul K. Sagar, is the 6th member here. So RBI people are 3 and 3 are external people. Just imagine a situation that 3 people are saying one thing and 3 people are saying other thing. So equal. Decision कैसे होगा इस केस में? Because this is a real question. Here you have to remember the chairman, Governor RBI, who is the chairman of Monetary Policy Committee. Again an exam question. Answer is Governor RBI. Governor has, or the chairman of the Monetary Policy Committee has 1 additional board. तो अपना additional board cast करके chairman of the Monetary Policy Committee can decide a situation if there is a tie. Now understand that CPI inflation is projected at 6.8%. तो RBI का inflation range है 2.6%. That's why RBI says that inflation worry is still there. So unless it is eased out, RBI is not going to change the rate. Means right now it is not going to change the rate. First quarter of 2021-22, it is projected to be 4.3%. Within the range. So growth, rural economy is likely to recover sooner. We all know that. Manufacturing sector capacity utilization to recover from Q3. We are already in Q3 of 2021. The real GDP growth is expected to be negative 9.5% for this financial year. World Bank estimate also put a similar kind of number. So you understand these range, and next year, quarter 1 of the next financial year, it is expected that there will be a positive growth of 20%. I can't say that this is really something very fantastic, because after these years of negative 23% of the growth with that kind of base, but still it's a positive thing expected to be there in the Q1 of next year. Now coming to the developmental regulatory policies, ये डिस्कशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है आपके आरबीआई ग्रेड बी टाइप एग्जाम के लिए, और इफ यू आर अपियरिंग फॉर ए स्पेशलाइज्ड एग्जाम में भी क्रेडिट ऑफिसर, रिस्क ऑफिसर. So on liquidity management and financial market side, TLTRO within total amount of 1 lakh crore with a tenure up to 3 years will be available till March. So bank can utilize this TLTROs for their managing their liquidity. And RBI feels because central and state government are going to raise money from the market, so there will be a need for this for managing the liquidity. One thing. Second thing, remember that RBI has given more room to the bank. This is the benefit here in case of the SLR investment. So SLR investment are statutory liquidity ratio bank have to maintain. So the investment done here can be categorized into 3 categories: held for trade, HFT, available for sale, and held till maturity, ATM. HTM category, held till maturity, means bank is not going to sell these shares till maturity. So if there is a change in the price, so mark to market is not required. जब price change हो जाता है इन securities का market में, otherwise bank has to do provisioning. In case of HFT and AFS category, उनका प्राइस चेंज होगा तो उनके लिए प्रोविजनिंग करनी पड़ेगी. बट इन केस ऑफ HTM कैटेगरी, this mark to mark provisioning is not required. So up to 22% of SLR securities can be classified under HTM, and this is continued till March 2022. So easy है याद करना, 2022 तक आपको ये लिमिट दिया है, और लिमिट दिया है 22%. So here also 22, there also, here is also 22. RBI will conduct open market operations in SDL as a special case in this financial year. Another important support given to exporter by RBI is automatic caution listing will be discontinued. Though caution listing is there, but based on the recommendation of the authorized dealer. Authorized dealers क्या होते हैं? These are the dealers of foreign exchange. RBI approved dealer. RBI has authorized certain institutions. Mostly these are bank, but there are some non-bank entities also, those who can deal in foreign exchange. So based on their recommendation, caution listing of the exporter can happen. But let me explain you what is this automatic caution listing. Automatic caution listing started in 2016, but before that in 2014 RBI introduced export data processing and monitoring system, in which all banks were brought into reporting their transactions with the exporters online. In 2016, when this automatic caution listing were introduced, exporters were put on RBI's caution list if any shipping bill against them remained open for more than 2 years in EDPMS, and there was no extension granted by the bank or RBI. 2 साल तक exporter ने payment नहीं किया है, तो name will reflect in the caution list. But RBI has now said we are going to stop it because exporters were feeling pain in this case of economic situation, appearing their name in the caution list. So they requested RBI, and RBI has given this exemption, but based on the recommendation of the authorized dealer, their name will appear in the caution list. Now another regulatory measure done by RBI is for retail exposure, one counterparty exposure can go to now 7.5 crore. Earlier it was 5 crore. So it will help more credit flow to the small business segment. One thing, second important thing, the risk weightage for individual housing loan has been reduced to 35% in case where LTV ratio is equal to or less than 80%. LTV ratio means loan to value ratio. Suppose a house is 100 lakh worth 1 crore, and bank has given a loan of say 75 lakh against this. Again a house of worth 1 crore. So LTV ratio in this case is 75%. So here bank will do a risk weightage of 35%. In case of more than 80% till 90%, the risk weightage is 50% now. So these are the benefits given in the risk weightage to individual housing loan, which is going to help real estate sector. Why? Real estate sector is important for economic recovery, and also it provides employment to large number of laborers especially. So remember these 2 things very well for the exam purpose. And on financial inclusion side, RBI has come up with co-lending model. Before this, there was a system of co-origination of the loan, which can be done in tie-up with NBFCs by banks for priority sector lending. Remember, this co-origination of loan was there, but now RBI has introduced a co-lending model. The scheme will enable all NBFCs, including housing finance companies, to give greater operational flexibility for the lending institution. So, NBFCs, housing financing companies, bank, they can come together and have this co-lending model. It will help in providing credit to many sectors which otherwise do not get attention. For payment and settlement side, RBI is going to make RTGS, real time gross settlement system, applicable 24/7, 365 days from December. Again, an exam question. Right now it is 7 in morning to 6 in evening on only on working days. And there is on tap authorization for non-bank payment system operators. So payment system operators means, say, you must have seen the POS device in retail stores where you swipe your credit card or any card for payment. So this device can be provided by a non-bank company also, say for example Pine Labs or Paytm. So in case of bank operating as a payment system, they have a license. But there are non-bank companies also working in the payment system. So RBI used to provide a license for 5 years. But now RBI is saying the license is perpetual. Unless RBI revokes the license, it is going to be a perpetual thing. So that is going to help this non-bank payment system operators. Hope you understood all these terms well so that you can answer these questions in the exam. If you need further explanation or you need such more explanation in different topics, I welcome you to the live classes of ixamBee done by the expert faculty who have cleared several competitive exams and taught thousands of students who are working as officers in different government organizations, different subject experts for different topics. If you have any query related to exam pattern, eligibility criteria, syllabus or ixamBee's content, you can reach to us at 920-5524-028. आप WhatsApp कर सकते हैं, SMS कर सकते हैं, कॉल कर सकते हैं. Please remember, government exams are made easy by ixamBee. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Good luck.